Welcome, everybody. Listen, the coffee has finally hit. The coffee. I got to put some music on. Let's get started with this live. I am super late reporting on this news, so I wanted to talk about it. Welcome, everybody. Make sure y'all are hitting the like. Me dancing on my couch right now, girl. We did that for a reason. It's Monday, y'all. It is Monday. Let's get this week started right. We got so much to talk about, so much to do. It is a week and a week and we had that holiday and everybody is like coming down from that. So here we go. Let's get going. What is going on? What is up? Welcome, everybody. Now I want to know why this creator right here does not have 1,000 subs yet. Can you guys go do me a favor and go sub up to literally no one? Because let me tell you what had happened. I was really busy during the week and I didn't get to report on this video. I just saw it yesterday, so I said we got to talk about it. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. Oh my gosh. I'm just saying the coffee took me. I mean, I hadn't had my coffee when I went live first, so I had to go and make myself some coffee and got all that going. Okay. Mischief Managed. Thank you for becoming a member. Shout out to you. Be happy, Sarah. Welcome. Oh my God. Welcome to the beautiful people. Now, you already know if you're not in the live, you gonna miss us with the music earlier. I'm gonna have to clip that because they don't like us playing music. Matter of fact, it gets completely demonetized. That's what happens. Oh my gosh. Welcome, everybody. Let me see what everybody's saying in the chat. I'm so glad you're following up on this. I was livid when I heard how she treated literally no one. Yeah, Sarah. Oh, we're gonna talk about Miss Hamilton over there, Miss Marci Hamilton or Mrs. Marci, Professor Hamilton. Okay. Maggie says, liked. I'm looking forward to see another one of Rabbit's Live. Thank you, Maggie. Shout out to you. Thank you. 877 Swiss Miss. I'm always working overtime. And y'all, please, this creator, I don't know why he's not at 1,000 yet. Literally no one says, did someone say my name? I did. I called everybody to the yard. Welcome. Yes, everybody. Pamela, welcome. You just reminded me of a souvenir when the OG Barbie girl came out. Remember the OG Barbie girl? Oh, you know what? We should totally play that one. Now, the OG Barbie girl song, that is the song. Now, I know that they did the remix with, was it Aqua? It was Aqua, right? Yes, it sure as hell was. Hold up. Before we go to the content, let's play a little of this. It was at pool parties. Everybody knew this song. Everybody knew the lyrics to it. It was like one of the. Anyways, this is not about this live, but I was in the mood and I said, let me play some music, and then we're really gonna get into some serious stuff. Just because it's the start of the week. It is what it is. Oh, Shriek Sharon, thank you for renewing your membership. Shout out to you. Look at everybody. I'm just saying, like, we can talk about all this stuff that's happening and bring some music too, because that's what we can do. You said on some serious part of my brain just holds onto these. You know what? What was it? Was it the Smash? Is it Smashbox? Which one was it that's also like another song? Like it's like it was a summer that these songs came out that you were like, it was like now 10, now 5 CDs. Y'all remember the now singing or now dancing to all those now series, and then they'd bring up all these CDs of like all the all hits, all stars. Thank you. Y'all remember that? Oh my God. That was a crazy time. But I was young. I was like 13, 14 at that time. That was back in the day when we had no cell phones, no Facebook, no YouTube. Okay? None of that. That was like a time where it's crazy because like my children will never know what it was to be a child then. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, I digress. I wanted to get no tablets. Thank you. I had no iPhone. You had a pager. Y'all remember pagers? Oh my God. I remember first of all, I had my first cell phone when I was 18. 18 was when I got my first cell phone. And it was the Nokia brick version where you had to play the snake game. Y'all remember the snake? And it only went like one or two directions and you had to eat the fruit and then make the snake longer. And I used to get so mad. Yeah, there was no MySpace yet. Right? The dial-up. I used to love getting those CDs from like Sam Goody or what was it? Montgomery Ward or like those big chains, right? You get the little free CDs. And I did that one time, girl. I got in trouble. I got in trouble because I put that CD in my computer thinking that I was gonna get 1,000 hours of internet free. 1,000 hours, yeah, right. Yeah, right. And then I got a fat ass bill. Mm-hmm. No, I mean, some people didn't have computers yet. No, I think we had a Packer Bell. I think I had a Packer Bell computer. That was the first computer we had as a family, and I was so excited about this computer. And then the thing got a virus, and then we couldn't even figure it out how to work it. The party mix, yeah, yeah. Those were the times. You said Zillennials had it best. I feel like I'm right in there, Sarah. Like I'm between like a millennial and an X, like right there, because I got both, the best of both worlds as it pertains. Like I grew up around a lot of older people, so I felt like I had to grow up very fast as a young kid. So that's why I sometimes like my mind just goes a gazillion miles and stuff like that. But it is what it is. Ping pong and Atari. You played ping pong and Atari? Oh my god. Y'all remember Duck Hunt from Nintendo? Oh, I used to love Duck Hunt. And that little dog that would come out. Oh man. All right. Enough. You got charged for I got charged up the butt for long distance. Those were the days. Those were the days. Sorry, was interrupted by the air stewardess. Apparently, you're not allowed to sleep naked on the plane. What the fuck? Oh my god. All right. See, now I got to start this whole live again because you guys are doing too much. Look, let's get it together. So I wanted to get us woken up. I got some music going. I wanted us to wake up. And if you're watching the replay, you missed the music because I got to cut out the music because YouTube doesn't like us playing music that's copywritten. But welcome everybody. You have a lot of those retro games? Yes. All right. Let's start with this. First of all, we are going to go to this channel right here in a minute, but I did pin the channel in the chat. You guys go sub up to this channel. Amazing channel. Okay. But before we go there, I wanted to talk about what I found just this morning. And okay, like I am trying to understand this because I remember a long time ago that Tom Cruise said that his dyslexia had been cured by Scientology. I don't know how you cure, I don't think you can cure dyslexia, but I don't know how you can help me understand for anybody that's dyslexic or, just anyways. So I was a little surprised, and this is straight from University of Michigan. University of Michigan. They did a little profile here of him. I didn't think it can be. I'm like, you can't cure dyslexia, but okay, all right, Miss. Tom Cruise. No one who has seen Top Gun, Jerry Maguire, The Last Samurai, or Mission Impossible would believe that Tom Cruise struggles with reading. He always seems to deliver his lines flawlessly. Cruz spent his childhood trying to hide his dyslexia from his peers. Diagnosed at the age of 7, Cruz described his younger self as a functional illiterate. He could barely read in high school or through his earliest roles. Cruz got his big acting job at the age of 19 as he started to embrace his love of acting. Cruz realized that his inability to read would hold him back if he didn't work hard at it. I had to train myself to focus my attention. I became very visual and learn how to create mental images in order to comprehend what I read, Cruz said. Cruz refused to let his dyslexia stand in the way of his acting. Learn more about him, visit his IMDb profile. This is straight from the university. And I'm not making it up. Here it is. It's this website right here. University of Michigan Dyslexia Help. Success starts here. So you can find Tom Cruise's profile here on the university website. Now, I was like, really? 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 I mean, they didn't put the part where they thought he cured it. You said it's Aaron's fault? Probably. Very likely. Very likely very likely. I blame Aaron. But some of the comments that you guys wrote in here really just killed me, and I have to be able to read it. Not being able to read and dyslexia aren't the same, says Miss Faye. Ooh, okay. I'm surprised he didn't say Scientology cured it. That's what I thought. Didn't he say that before? Because I felt like I heard that from him. I'm just saying, comprehension is not dyslexia. Well, there you go. There's that. Okay. Hey, Summer Savage, welcome. If Tom said it, I believe it. No, no. Well, the comments are the ones that are taking me out. You guys put a lot of comments here, and I wanted to read them. But this is the first time that I had heard any like university acknowledge Tom Cruise for this. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. He said, Miss Goofy Newfie Mom or Newfie Mom. Goofy Newfie Mom says, sorry, not impressed. My daughter was diagnosed at 7 with dyslexia, and she's working on her PhD. There are many different forms, and my daughter's type doesn't see letters the way most people do. If I see W, she may see the letter P. This is the way it's explained to me. It just goes to show you a disability doesn't define you. There's that. It sounds like a puff piece to try to prop up his fading image. Somebody said in here, wait, a university posted this? Number one, he says Scientology cured his dyslexia. So I know I'm not the only one who heard this before, right? Clearly, I'm not the only one who heard this before. Let me just say that. Okay. And let me see what you guys are saying. Well, what do you guys think? Maybe he, ooh, okay. All right. Like everyone who has dyslexia, he ain't special. We all have to find tools to help us, says Kate. Shout out to Kate. Shout out to Kate. Mm-mm. I'm just saying. Becky, I sent a sass. Oh, I don't know what you're talking about. Okay. Let's see. Hold up. What other messages? Let's see. Dyslexia here. If it could be cured, someone's got to give me that info. Laughing my ass off. Shout out to Becca. Becca's like, if you could cure it, let me know. But that's what I thought he said. He's trying to be relatable. He's trying to be relatable. Ah. April in Amsterdam. There's a link to the description. Ooh, okay. Blake Reed, my inspiration. You're my kind of thoughts. Oh my God, y'all are awesome. Hold up. Y'all are being nice to each other. See, I like this. The other chat was like, ooh, I think everybody was on each other's nerves for a minute. I'm dyslexic and I have an English degree. Wow, Becca. That's amazing. But see, how do you feel? All right. So for those that struggle with dyslexia, how do you guys feel about Tom Cruise being featured on the University of Michigan website on this specific topic? I'd like to know because I mean, I guess he's figured out how to deal with it, but I'm kind of wondering what. And I did remember some like I distinctly remember, and I can't even pull the actual place to where we found it, where he had said where it was found, where he had said that Scientology helped him with this. Just saying. Hold up. Let me see. He's been saying this shit for 30 years. Sciento cured me dyslexia. Chica's like, fuck Tom. That's how I feel. He had dyslexia for literally ever, and none of those OT powers took care of that. Not at all. Right, Blake? Like, what happened to the OT powers? What happened to the OT powers? You said congratulations for the university for cheering him. But this is a good point, though. I do remember, for the person that made the comment, I do remember this. And I bet we could probably find a link. You said, I am biased. University of Michigan isn't smart. My daughter graduated from Michigan University. Oh my God. Your daughter did? But why you say that isn't smart? What you mean? Michigan isn't smart? Oh, well, you're from Michigan too? Hold up. Let me get this. Let me hear what you guys have to say about this. He said, I could care less anything about Tom Douche. You're the rival? All right, Miss Faye. Okay, Grandma Matilda says, my son has dyslexia. He mixed up middle letters. For example, his shirt is oh, I see. So it's like they're flipped when writing. He can orally spell correctly all day long. Told not curable. But then we're not Scientologists, right? So maybe like you have to be an OT whatever. Hold up. Let me see if I could pull it up. Scientology cured dyslexia. Hold up. Oh, I think I pulled it. In 2003, Cruz upset members of the dyslexia community. So wait a minute. Okay, this is insane. Look at this. In 2003, Cruz upset members of the dyslexic community or dyslexia community by claiming in an interview that Scientology had cured his dyslexia. Cruz, who is the founder of Scientology-based Hollywood Education and Literacy Project, claimed that after he read Hubbard's book, The Basic Study Manual, his dyslexia was cured. University of Michigan, what the F are you doing? This is an article from 2009. So yeah, the community got mad at Tom Cruise, and now Michigan, the University of Michigan, has decided to post him on a profile. Yeah, this is the same guy. Same before. This is Tom Cruise. No such thing as depression, right? Against psychiatry completely. I get it. This is So this is that's how he got everybody mad. So now the University of Michigan has decided to do a little profile of him to highlight a success and inspirational story. But yet he offended the community in 2009 about dyslexia. Like thank you. Thank you. But help me understand, he is trolling the community or trying to say he is better. LOL. Weird. Weird. Right. What's the cure statement? That's right, Maggie. You said not just depression, but postpartum depression because Tom knows what it's like to give birth and be a good parent. Not right. He knows how to be a good parent and, be present in the life of their children. That's right. That's right. You think so? You said that the University of Michigan probably got a lot of cash from the Church of Scientology to feature Cruz and recant any statements the college made. Mm. You said I call BS. Church of Scientology no way cured dyslexia, and saying so is an insult to those dyslexic. Well, here's the deal, CK. But why would they? Why would the university feature him on their page as a success story? Like, did they didn't do their homework or what happened? I'd like to know. I don't know. Let me know your thoughts. But you guys are really coming in the comments. I wanted to highlight this piece right here. Bean Becky says, "Who's Tom Cruise?" Asking for a friend. Well, in Tom Cruise's defense, he's a pretty good couch jumper. So there's that. Scientology lurker says, so he has dyslexia and is still in a cult. Is he part of the problem still? I don't know. Oh my gosh, I'm reading some of the comments. Sarah, who's in the chat as well, said, yeah, I have mixed feelings about this. Apparently, his mom was a special ed teacher. Perhaps she had more influence on his reading than anyone else. Also, he didn't join Scientology until he was an established actor. So, study tech is probably not the source of his success. That's a good point. 877 Swiss Miss said, University of Michigan posted this. Why? In what context? It's a success story. I don't get it. What happened? What happened that something about Scientology Cruise needed to be used? Draw attention to University of Michigan. Right. But does Michigan know that like they used like what he said about his dyslexia and how he offended the community? And Melanie says, wasn't he a no-show for his youngest daughter's graduation? It's a no, girl. It's a no. I agree. I agree. I mean, what is he going to say? That auditing helped him with this dyslexia? No way. Oprah went and had that $8,000 couch dry clean after that. Really? Why? $8,000 to dry clean a couch? I mean, come on now. That's too much. Really? Okay. Well, I mean, I just wanted to show you guys the craziness out of this whole situation, and I thought it was interesting. All right. His dyslexia must be really bad. He meant to go down to the bridge to total freedom and not up. He was supposed to go down, not up, girl. Like what Siri got him lost. The directional didn't work. That's what had happened. That's what had happened with that situation. Oh my God. I know, like $8,000 to clean a couch? You're kidding, right? Girl, get some Febreze and some fabric disinfectant. You know how they have those fabric sprays? Oh, okay. Blake, see, now I read this wrong. You said no. I'm saying the couch is 8,000. LOL. I like to make fun of Oprah because of Deborah Wilson. Yeah, Oprah's a whole different animal. I mean, she's a whole different personality. I cannot. Oprah, who else? All those people up there in the elite squad. I don't just saying. Just saying. Tom Cruise only stock that is rising is his laughing stock. Oh my God. James. James, who's sleeping nude at the airports. Why are you sleeping nude? At the airplanes or the airports? That would be like a $300 Febreze course. That's right. That's right. Y'all are awesome. Okay. Let's get it together. I want to talk a little bit about this channel right here, which I'm like, why isn't this channel? Let's see if we can refresh this. Okay, good. It's getting up there. This channel needs to be at like 1,000. I'm not really sure why it's not at 1,000 subs yet, but we need to talk about this channel because I am late reporting this. This happened about 11 days ago. And I want to talk about it. So,
having received no response,
literally no one wrote a letter to Professor Marci Hamilton, okay, who is, a shaker and the mover of Child USA. And I would have to ask the same question, like, what happened here? The letter was very well written. It wasn't insulting or anything, but he had some questions about what happened, his, Mike Rinder and that whole association and removal up, right? So I thought this was important to kind of highlight. And I'm so sorry, literally no one, if I missed this video or this specific clip, because I thought, first of all, I was moving around the time that this was posted. When was this posted? Hold up. Yeah, 11 days ago. So I was not available around that time and I was very busy. But literally, this is a good video. I watched it yesterday and it came into my feed and I'm surprised that I missed this. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about Miss Marci Hamilton over here, okay?
having received no response to my letters to Marci Hamilton of Child USA, raising concerns about board member Mike Rinder, I decided to protest at the Child USA golf tournament on June 24, 2024, in Trenton, New Jersey. If Marci had chosen to ignore me, maybe letting her sponsors know of my concerns would bring some pressure to bear on her to respond. I had prepared 2 sets of 2 protest signs to be staked into the ground on the grass verge, facing in both directions, to draw the attention of cars entering the country club. With my protest buddy Jersey Jan, we arrived at the location at around 12 p.m. and began.
So the sign says Child USA failed children of Scientology. Rinder must go. Ask me why. This is what the sign said right in front, right there. I mean, pretty good visuals that we could see, right?
And to set up. I was just securing the last of the 4 signs into the ground using yard sign stakes when I heard somebody call out, "Who are you?" I quickly turned around to see a female standing at the entrance of the driveway, looking across the road at me. I was about to respond, "I'm literally no one."
So that, my friend, I know. Shout out to Marilyn. She's in the chat, you guys. They did an interview and I saw some of that, you guys, but I've been so late in reporting some of this here. This is Marci Hamilton, the Marci Hamilton that will stand in front of first of all, not to bring this up, but I'm going to bring this up. I didn't know it was the same attorney. I didn't know it was the same person. When the allegations came out of Nick Carter from the Backstreet Boys, y'all remember that? Marci Hamilton was in that conference with everybody. I didn't know it was her until I was like doing some research about the Carters and everything just recently. Marci Hamilton and Child USA were the movers and shakers of that lawsuit against the Carters, Nick Carter specifically. So that is the lady that was standing next to Shannon Shea Ruth, one of the alleged victims of Nick Carter. So here's my deal, Miss Marci Hamilton. You're willing to stand next to these victims, but you're not willing to address or highlight the concerns that everybody has. Can somebody answer that? Let me know. Like, and I didn't even realize how deep Marci Hamilton is into a lot of these lawsuits. Like, there was another lawsuit. Y'all remember, what is it, the Nirvana baby? The Nirvana baby. Okay, you know, the nude Nirvana baby. I did a video about that. Marci Hamilton is also mentioned in that lawsuit as well. She is everywhere. She's everywhere when it comes to big, you know, media stuff. But here is literally no one, even though it's not literally no one, standing outside with the sign. And instead of like addressing him, what she do? Who are you? What are you doing here? You're messing up the vibe. What are you doing here? And doesn't respond. Let me continue playing this.
But quickly changed my mind and replied, I'm George Massey. Who are you? The response came back, I'm Marci Hamilton. I called out, oh, hi, Marci, I'd like to talk to you. She snapped back, well, I don't want to talk to you, in a belligerent tone of voice.
Why? Why don't you want to talk to him? Why don't you respond to messages? Why does it take somebody exposing something? Like, that's the thing that really gets to me. That it's like you have to be a somebody or like, I feel like I don't get this piece. She has yet to really address any of this. Marci, come on, Marci. Professor Hamilton, what are you doing? Apparently, I swear these people get a little clout. They start writing books, sitting next to senators and people that make laws and change laws and everything. And then they're too good to talk to you. They're too good to address you, the people, us, the people. That's what really gets to me. Why can't you address George Massey? Literally no one. Why can't you talk to him? You don't even have to have a camera on. You said made the effort to drive from the clubhouse and then refuse to talk to me. What is this all about? And you got zero response? I have to question this because, like I said, she stood right next to Shannon Shea Ruth. This came to my attention way later. She was interviewed for a podcast. She did an interview with the victim. She's really good at the media stuff. She's really good at standing when the media is there and making sure that people know everything that she's doing. She's over here in the Aftermath Foundation, or excuse me, the Aftermath show. She's doing all that, but she's not willing to answer a question from somebody that is literally no one. So if I were to ask her a question, is she not going to want to talk to me? I swear, these people are ridiculous. Like, these people hide behind stuff. Like, what's wrong with people talking to people? It's just amazing to me. It is amazing to me. Hold up. Marci Hamilton. I'm going to show you guys what I'm talking about. And I did not know on Shannon. I think her name is Shannon Shea Ruth. She was standing right next to her when the allegations, when that lawsuit came about with Nick Carter. Hold up. She's right in the thing of stuff. Here it is. This is her right there. That's her. Shannon Shea Ruth. This is when the lawsuit of Nick Carter came about. So she's willing to stand there as Child USA, as the face of it. But when people are asking her a question, she can't. She can't. She don't want to answer. Everybody likes good publicity, right? Everybody likes that. That's what she does. Can't ask her a question. Can't say nothing. So literally no one. Thank you for doing this video, for showing this. This is her. Let me keep playing.
Marci, I'd like to talk to you. You don't want to? Okay. Thank you. We'll see you in November with lots of friends. Take care. Have a good day, Marci.
Oh.
After this brief but illuminating interaction, we stayed for a further 2 hours to catch the attendees for the scheduled luncheon event. As we stood on the grass verge opposite the entrance, we waved and smiled at cars entering the country club to draw their attention. One guest pulled over, rolled down his window, and asked if we were friendly. We laughed and said, "Of course we are friendly." I handed him a copy of the letters through the car window and said, "If you read the first page, you know all you need to understand."
Thank you. Look at Cheeks, this is a good point. Is there zero news hits for Bryant Kent in Google search since he left the firm? Seriously, there hasn't been a whole lot. We don't know anything that's going on. Now, of course, there's an investigation with, whatever Barb, whatever thing is happening up there. So I assume that there's going to continue to be zero hits until other things come up. And this is why, we have to continue to support Miriam. We have to continue to support her fight in a lot of this. Miriam, Surge, everyone that is wanting to fight this. We have to stop getting fucking distracted with this bullshit that's happening. I'm sorry. I'm going to call it what it is. It's bullshit. Okay. And this is what really matters, honestly. Not my feelings, not anybody else. This is what matters. So literally no one, thank you for doing this. And I'm sad that this didn't get the attention that it needs, because it needs the attention, you guys. It needs to be talked about. So this is the first time I watched it. I'm surprised.
Understand why we are here. As we were packing up, we began to remove the signs from the stakes and started to mount them with zip ties on the chain link fence facing the country club driveway, so they were clearly visible to everyone leaving the event. We were approached by a guy that claimed to be a state employee and insisted that we remove the signs from the fence. My first response was, "I'm a New Jersey resident and state taxpayer, so doesn't that mean that I'm one of many owners of the fence?" Jan asked, "Can you name the statute so we can look it up?" The guy couldn't answer and just insisted we must remove the signs.
Literally no one said, "Can you look it up? I'm a taxpayer. What laws am I breaking? What am I doing?" Justice Deeply sounds like she's gaslighting the things to get away. Right. But that's the thing. It's like, I was looking at that Jeffrey Epstein stuff, right? And I said, sometimes it's similar. It's very similar. Let me give it to you this way. Jeffrey Epstein, so well connected with politicians, so well connected with so many people, right? And there's this willingness to just look away from the stuff. Hold up, guys. Let me turn something on real quick because I have my sound machine on. Hold up. Sorry, I had to turn that on because it helps drown out some sound. Jeffrey Epstein, very well connected, right? And so then I posed a question yesterday, and it made some people kind of think about this. I said, y'all, the only person that is taking the fall of everything is Ghislaine Maxwell, whatever the hell her name is, right? The madam. She's taking the fall. She's behind bars, right? She's behind bars, taking the fall for a lot of things. But what about the hundreds of people, I think it was 190 people mentioned on this Epstein list, including your politicians, former presidents, all these fucking people that were mentioned. And yet we have yet to see any follow through of any of this. And this is how I see this. People that sit on boards or sit on nonprofits or whatever it may be. And there's an investigation going on. We're going to let the feds figure that out. You have to respond to some of this publicly, at least, I would think. Answer the people's questions because they have questions about this. Exactly. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Exactly. To tell somebody, take your sign down. Yeah. What jurisdiction do you have? What do you own the fence? What is this? What is this all about? You said Marci sounds like someone who is in this more for her own reason than for the victims. As a wise man once said, "Move, bitch, get out the way." Thank you, Ludacris. Thank you, Ludacris. That's right. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. They're not touching it with the 10-foot pole. They don't want to. Why? Just like how they did with Jeffrey Epstein. Nobody wants to. Everybody wants to act like I don't know. Even Kevin Spacey, when he did his interview with Piers Morgan, right? He said, well, I was included in this whole conspiracy theory with Epstein when, he was trying to get the president involved. It was his fault. It wasn't our fault. This is just internet conspiracy theory. So I'm like, wait a minute. Y'all, he registered as a sex offender in 2009. You guys knew that he was a registered sex offender, and yet you're still partying with this man, going to islands with him, meeting with him. Like, that's how I see this. You guys get so complicit on some of this shit. Stop it. Stop it. Anyways, let me keep playing.
I told him to call the police, to have them come out and cite the correct statute that we were violating. We were just packing the last pieces into the car and ready to leave when 3 squad cars showed up. The cops were super polite and asked us why we were there. We explained who Child USA was, and they were hosting a golf tournament. We also provided some background on our concerns with Rinder being on the board, and they indicated interest. I handed them a copy of the letters, which they took with enthusiasm. At no point did they ask for our names, and the letter handouts were redacted versions with no name shown. They asked if we would remove the signs, or did we want them to take them down from the fence for us and destroy them. They said they were quite happy for us to leave them staked in the ground. I offered to remove them and reposition them on the grass verge. They went as far as to block the traffic on the road so that we could pull the car out safely and be on our way.
Wow, George, can I just say you sound like such a really nice protester. Shout out to George. You guys drop some hearts for literally no one. Blake says, not Blink, Blake says, what does she have to lose by getting rid of Mike Rinder? Like, he only serves the organization a counter purpose. It's like I'm always saying, where's the money coming from and where is it going? That's right. Where are you funneling things? Where are you, like, these are the questions that we have to ask. I don't know. It's like complicit, and what's the other word that I want to use to this? They're complicit to some of this, and then they just kind of ignore it and act like, it's not a big deal. Like, it's not a fact. Like, it is a big deal. It's a huge deal. Who do you stand with? Who do you stand for? What? I guess I'm so confused. You said, I told them I'm going to listen to some rando that shows up. Since it's Scientology, welcome. Hold up. Let me see what you guys are saying. You said, I am sick to death of various suspects, people heading up child trafficking groups. Ashton Kutcher. That's right. And he had to, at the very least, Summer Savage, at least Ashton said, you know what? We're not going to be heads of this organization. They knew they effed up when they wrote those letters, right? At the very least, I'll give you that to them, but not this lady. This lady is unapologetic. She's doing what she's going to do, That's how I see it. Let me see what you guys are saying. I find it amazing the lengths people will go to not say, I got duped. They doubled and tripled down on the lie. That's right. That's right. I've been told that before. Complicit seems more like a right word. Right. Like complicit, but also, I don't know. It's like we don't really learn from this. And I don't know, Miss Marci Hamilton. She might be a really nice lady and she might be only hearing one side of a story, but I do put a lot of ownership on her, given that she's an attorney, a professor. Like, you would think that you would learn from the other side or get the information from the other side. What is wrong with being able to hear the other side, even if you don't agree with it, right? You don't get to the truth by just talking about one side or just focusing on one side. Nobody is perfect in this whole movement that is here. You know what I mean? Like, I see the SPTV community and the Scientology, the ex-Scientology community as a group of people that are really trying to make sense of everything that is happening, that have been either damaged by personally, emotionally by this cult, okay? One way or another. And that can look and manifest itself in so many different ways. So for me, it's like, I don't sit there and try to tell somebody this and that and the other. I have to like you have to step out a little bit and maybe figure out, where are we at with this? Even like the ability for somebody like Mike Rinder to recognize all of this, the fact that there is this like hypocrisy by standing with this situation, by not calling himself out. That's right. If you're in a position of leadership, your accountability is 10 times more, right? More. Thank you, Ken Cole. So I don't know. I sit here and I have a lot of questions about a lot of this, but this is why I don't know. Like, step outside of yourself and maybe understand both sides of everything. Like, I want to even understand, well, where's Marci Hamilton going with this? Well, what's going on here? And to me, you're not responding in the letter, that's fine. But you're also not responding to the person that wrote the letter, or people that have questions is also an answer to that as well. I'm just saying. You said at least Marci got to show her true colors. It was a confirmation that I wasn't expecting. Literally no one. Did you think that she was going to like be able to talk to you? I was hoping that she would have, you know? I really was. That she would have been able to say something. You said Marci did respond to one person. She directed him to Mr. Rinder's blog. There you go. Where he talked about why CIS hates Child USA. So why Scientology hates Child USA. That's great. So according to her, everybody's Scientology. Everybody's a bad actor. Oh, Lord have mercy. Put me on the list. Go ahead. Put me on the list. Whatever. I don't care. You know, I don't know how many lists I've been put on, how many things I've been said that I am, and I just don't give a shit. Go tell your mom. Go tell my mom about it. See if she cares. All right, let me keep playing this.
To conclude, Marci Hamilton's reaction made it clear that she had no interest in addressing any concerns with Rinder and was quite happy to keep her head firmly buried in the sand.
See?
This is startling considering the recent removal of Brian Kent from Child USA and the negative publicity received. As of this date, it would appear that the protest in Philadelphia will proceed with some notable second gens expressing interest in attending.
I hope they go. I hope the second gens go, at least like some of them. You said Paul on the Go had some great bad acting. Girl, let me tell you, I'm gonna have to buy one of those shirts. Bad actor. Bad actor. Call my mom and see if she cares. What's she gonna tell you? What the hell's a bad actor? Who are you? She gonna be like, what you want? What you want? Who are you? Oh my God. I don't give a shit. This is like, it's too petty for me. You said, hello, we know we are the bad actors that are not in Hollywood. That's right. None of them. William says, sorry, was sleeping so late. Yeah, Tom Cruise is a bad actor. Tom Cruise doesn't have the fame that he used to have. He doesn't. This is why he's got to recruit, the Swifties, Taylor Swift and everybody. I'm just saying. It's just whatever, it is what it is. But I just wanted to highlight literally no one in his channel. I feel weird saying literally no one, but I just wanted to highlight what he did. I think it's amazing that you went out there and you did what you did. So thank you for doing that. I think you're amazing for that. You know what I'm saying? You can put me on the bad actor. So we're all bad actors. Fuck it. Like, let's just be bad actors. That's it. Especially because I cuss a lot. I'm definitely a bad actor. I guess Marci has taken the MRBS hook, line, and sinker. Yeah. And I hope that I don't know what's going to happen with this. I don't know if we're going to have any more Brian Kent updates, but I hope so. At the very least, a resolution for Miriam and, everybody else that's been affected, for Serge and all the second gens that need an answer from this. That's how I feel. You did. Okay. Well, I'll have to check that out, Summer Savage. I'll have to check that out. Thank you, Chico, for dropping the channel. But you guys, get that channel to 1,000. Like, this is amazing. Thank you, literally no one, for doing that. And I'm so sorry that I missed this piece. I missed this piece of information, clearly, because I was moving and whatnot.
Please research preliminary travel and accommodation plans if you intend to join us. Consider it an open invitation from Marci Hamilton. Stay tuned for further updates.
Now, Marci Hamilton, Now, Marci, you're on it. All right. You're on it. Okay. All right. All right, guys. This was a short little live I wanted to do and brought some music to you guys to, lift up the spirits, because that's what we do over here. Lift up the spirits. Yes. Everybody, please go sub up to literally no one. Thank you guys for being here. I'm going to head out. Be happy. Mischief Managed. Thank you for becoming members. Shrinking Sharon, thank you for renewing your membership. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Well, thank you, Fairy. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You guys are awesome. I want to appreciate everybody. No, thank you. And listen, we got to get you to 1,000. I don't know why you're not there yet. We need to get you there. Please, y'all go sub up to this man's channel. He should be close. I mean, if we have 244 people here, if all 244 go and sub up, that would be amazing because he'll be closer to his 1K. Let's see where we're at right now. Hold up. Let's see. And it's this channel right here. Here we go. Oh, there it is. See if we can refresh this real quick. 759. So go over there and sub up. Go sub up. Okay, you guys, I gotta head out. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. I'll see you guys on the Summer Savage. Thank you for being a member for 3 months. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I hope folks keep digging into Child USA. Yes, mothers. And thank you, Summer Savage. Shout out to you. Thank you for supporting my channel that long. Hey, Crafty Kid. All right, y'all. I gotta go because I gotta go tend to baby bunny. I'll see you guys on the next one. I'm working on some uploaded videos. I got some other ones coming about, and I have to do a lot of editing. I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye, guys.